This year marks the 30th anniversary of the PlayStation, and to celebrate, I want to try and platinum a game on every single console. Yep, all 9 of them. So here are the rules. I can pick a game that was either originally released on said console and now contains a trophy list, whether it's the original game or a remaster, or I can pick a game that has a dedicated trophy list tied to said console. 30 years, 9 consoles, 9 platinums, and 1 year to do it. Can I complete the Platinum Grand Slam? Let's find out. Hello everybody and welcome to today's Platinum Grand Slam video where I am looking at the console that started it all. It is the original PlayStation 1. Yes, born in 1994. I was actually alive for the birth of the PlayStation 1, believe it or not. In fact, I'm 3 years older than it. So that's kind of humbling to think that this thing is 30 years old now. But yes, it is the original. I did own one back in the day, but I didn't get it on launch. So just some quick stats for the PS1 for you, for your PS1 fans. The PlayStation 4 originally released in 1994, as this hoodie helpfully says, but only in Japan and at the very end of the year. Much like me, its birthday is at the very end of the year, so its birthday's always coming. I always found that a very unsettling place to be. You're never just static on your age. It's always in the distance, it's always arriving. So December 1994 was when the PlayStation was released in Japan, but then for the rest of the world, it was released in 1995. It was also the first computer entertainment platform to ship over 1 million units. Congrats PlayStation 1. So my memories of the PlayStation 1, I sadly don't own mine anymore, which really makes me upset. My dad made me throw it away because when he found out that the PlayStation 2 could play PS1 games, he was like, you don't need this anymore. Although to be fair, for a long time it was sitting in my discarded fish tank because I felt like that was a good place to, store a PlayStation 1. So I got my PlayStation 1, I got the Slim because I didn't actually get the original. So I actually should look up, when did the Slim come out? One moment. Frantic Googling later. Okay, I've just discovered a very fun fact, everybody. So I was about to tell you that I can't remember how old I was when I got the PlayStation 1 because I can't remember if it was my 9th birthday or my 10th birthday because I have vivid memories of playing the PlayStation on my birthday, but I also have photographs of my friends being around to celebrate my 10th birthday for a sleepover. So I was like, well, the two can't mix. So I just typed into Google, when did the PS1 Slim come out? Because I had the PS1 Slim. I never had the original big boxy one. And it was apparently July 2000. Wait. Yeah, July 7th, 2000 in Japan, which means we probably didn't get it till somewhere else in 2000. So that means that I finally answered an age-old question that I didn't know the answer to, which is when did I get my PS1? I got it when I was 10 years old for my 10th birthday. Yay me. So I didn't actually have it for very long then because my brother got a PS2 in 2003 or 4. I should know all of these stats. I think it was 2004 actually. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, I only had it for a very brief 3 years because we got it at the beginning of 2004 on PlayStation 2. And so I didn't actually have that many games for it. But if you do want to see what games I had on my PlayStation 1, you can find my remaining collection. I did a video of it where I go through and it's quite embarrassing. They're very bad. They're like all Disney tie-in games. Which brings me to today. And why have I chosen to play Metal Gear Solid as my PlayStation 1 Platinum? Well, I never played it originally. The only time I played Metal Gear Solid, the first one, or any Metal Gear Solid, played Ground Zeroes on PS4, but then I only played the original on the demo disc. You remember demo discs that came out? They had a demo of the first section. And I remember enjoying the demo and playing it a lot, but just not enough to ever want to buy the game. It was like, probably because I wasn't very good at it, as you're about to find out in this video. So yeah, I just never got round to it. So I felt like this was a good opportunity to go back in time to play one of the original PlayStation games that a lot of people are like, Lucy, how have you never played Metal Gear Solid? So now I'm righting that wrong. Not only am I going to play it, but I'm going to platinum it. So what are my thoughts, my preconceived expectations of Metal Gear Solid? I'm thinking it's a stealth game, I guess, because that's what I know about it. You stealth, it goes whoop, and people find you. And I think it's going to be slightly difficult to get into because it's an old game. I'm expecting big things from the story because people seem to talk about the story a lot. and I just don't know how I'm going to get on with some of the harder trophies. I've not looked into it too much, but there is a lot of it. There's not many trophies, only 19. A lot of it is just for, you know, beating the game. And then there's some where I might have to do some planning to get 2 different items. There's also a playthrough that you have to do to get the best rank. And then this thing called VR missions. So we'll see how life goes and how that takes me. But yeah, looking forward to being able to tell people that I now have played Metal Gear Solid and giving them my opinion on that. But yeah, the PS1. Fun times, fun memories of playing mainly Crash Bandicoot down on the front room, having to share with my brother and sisters. But for now, let's see how I got on with Metal Gear Solid.
It's day one, everybody. It is the 11th of February. Once again, starting out this video on a walk. I quite like doing this, you know. I'm gearing up to play my first ever playthrough of Metal Gear Solid. So today I'm going to actually watch the briefing first, because I've been told that the briefing is very important. Must be watched. It takes 30 minutes. I'm going to see how my attention span holds up. And then tomorrow I will stream the game. So this is the beginning of the next adventure. What do I know? What do I think about Metal Gear Solid? I'm concerned about the cutscenes. I've heard a lot that sometimes you'll be like there for 15 minutes, and I don't know, like, I'm sorry. I know it sounds awful, but I'm gonna have to really try and concentrate. It's gonna be tough. But I do want to enjoy it. I hope I like the story. Heard the controls of the gameplay might be a little dated, so that'll be interesting to get over. But it's like one of those games that's like, one day I'll play it, and this is the perfect opportunity to go back and play a classic that I missed and get a sweet, sweet plat at the end of it. So I'm curious to see what all the fuss is about. What's all the hubbub that everyone's been talking about for years and years? There's a lot of people's like treasured franchise, like how I treasure Uncharted. People treasure Metal Gear Solid, and I'm gonna find out why. So I'm gonna try and be kind to it, but I'll see if the jank gets to me. I don't think it's gonna be janky. First I've got to see how this 30 minutes of just briefing goes. So wish me luck.
It's been a long time, Snake.
Yes, I made it to the end of the briefing. Hooray! Okay, I think with all that information, I'm ready! Yeah!
I need to borrow your scissors. Just gonna clean myself up a little.
Huh?
I don't want to be mistaken for the leader of the terrorists.
Okay, now it's over. I guess he cut his hair. Right, time to finish work and then it's on with the stream.
God, I pressed X instead of circle.
Right, here we go. Commencing the mission, let's go! No turning back now, eh? I remember there were some rations up here. Let me see, I remember there's something up here. I could be wrong. Look, the memory is still going. It ain't no the little grey cells from 20 odd years ago, remember? Oh, no! Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Christ alive. Oh, now I'm on the floor. Oh, shit! Oh my god. I don't see the cameras. Oh, fuck. Fuck! No! Oh, crap! No! Oh! I want to get to a boss fight before it gets too late. God, this must be the worst. I feel like every time I stream the worst version possible of any game. Oh my god, it's gonna go down to the wire. How about the smell of your death? What's that gonna smell like? Yay! We did the boss fight! Okay, so that was my first time playing Metal Gear Solid, other than the demo.
First initial impressions though is it's very old school. I'm not used to not knowing like what to do and just having to walk around and just be like, what's going on? But I think I got better by the end of it. I do think the story is intriguing. I can see that it's doing something different so I can see why people liked it back in the day. Like there's definitely something different happening. But yeah, it's just obviously a little clunky and weird to play, but I'm here for it. I just need to have a bit more patience and just I felt like I was getting more into the vibe as it went on. So we'll try and play some more. I'm not sure how well I'm going to fare without the chat's help though. People are helping me quite a lot. But my main takeaway is to try and call more people, and they're going to be my chat. The codec people are the chat, I guess. So we'll see how I get on when I have to play solo and if I'm actually going to be any good. But overall, 3 trophies down, not too bad of a start. Guess I'll just keep plodding on. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since I last streamed. I have not played since. I'm feeling pretty tired and I think I might be ill, heaven forbid, but I'm going to see what goes on. I want to try and get to at least one more boss this evening and then I might just go to bed. But I do want to obviously make some progress, but I'm just worried that I'm not going to be in the right mindset and the game's going to wind me up a bit. Especially without the chat. How am I going to cope without the chat? I'm going to use the codec. All right, so let's see how this goes. It's time to play some Metal Gear. Forgot all the buttons already. Oh my god, it looks like shit on my big TV. Holy crap, I can see the pixels. Each pixel's like 5 centimeters big. Oh man, I need to play it on my little 16-inch over there. That little guy. That's the one. That was the perfect viewing experience. Jesus Christ, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what to do. Oh shit. No. Why can't I fucking do the left? Oh. Okay, at least I know it's not here. It's not going well. I feel like I've gone nowhere and for 40 minutes because I'm trying to find this missile thing and people on the codec just keep telling me the same BS all the time. Oh, use the remote missile. I don't know what the remote missile is or what the hell I'm looking for. And I call people on the codec and they just say go round and round and round. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. Am I too dumb for video games now? Maybe. Oh. Damn it. That was dumb.
Snake, you can't defeat me with a weapon like that. Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
It's the next day. I've woken up refreshed. I did look up a guide because I was like, this is so dumb. I called the master guy. He was like, throw your weapons away. And I think I was just too tired and grumpy. I didn't really know what I was doing. And I looked up and I was just like, punch him. So I guess I'm going to try again and punch him. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm close to beating him, I think, with this hand-to-hand combat. Select. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, shite.
Hurt me more! That's good, Snake.
One more punch. Oh, you gotta get... Oh, see, he's trying to trick me. Yes. Is it over? Oh, you son of a bitch. I would have been so mad if I had died then. What? Okay, I just need to get away from him. How many rations have I got? Oh my god, I've got no rations. I cannot die this way. But he wants more. I don't want to get close to you. What the hell? But I don't want to punch. I've got no rations and I'm going to be so mad if I die. I get that not so subtle hint. I'm going to just grenade his ass. What's this? Okay. Yes.
I built that snake. Do you remember me now?
Can't be.
Oh yeah, I'm probably have to watch a billion long cutscene now, aren't I?
It stands for Otaku Convention. And otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation.
Japanimation? Do we have to see a flashback of him and liking this Japanimation?
Successfully make bipedal robots.
Off he goes. Now give me that trophy. I don't want to watch any more of his Japanese Japanime. Yay! Thank God.
Box. For entertainment purposes, it'll never catch on.
Oh, I got him. Okay. Onwards! Mr. Fuck. Yes! No. Oh my god, it's a silver trophy as well. Well, I'm happy about that.
Snake, don't worry. You'll have a chance to escape. Hang on.
Otacon? So you're here to get me out. The ninja?
So I've just finished the infamous torture scene. I was tortured for 3 rounds. It was weird. I didn't really know what to do. And then apparently, because I didn't know what to do, the game was like, you're an idiot. We're just going to get someone else to come and save you. I didn't know what the fuck to do. I was walking around. I was waiting to just happily get tortured and figure it out. So I guess onwards we go with the rest of the game. I guess that means I get the stealth camouflage now, I think, from doing that. And but I don't think the torture was that bad. I mean, I've got a surefire method. I'll show you next time I do it. I think I'm all you do is this. You get the control like that, and just do that. You can go much faster than this. Is not as fast as this. Pro tip for you there. You know, I've been gaming for over 20 plus years. I know my shit sometimes. All right, let's go.
It's the 19th of February, and now that I'm halfway through the mission, it's time to check in to see how much I really understand about the story. So another agent has written in with 5 questions to check my understanding. So we're going to go through them here, see what happens, see if they are correct. So question number 1. What happened to the DARPA chief Donald Anderson and the Arms Tech president Kenneth Baker? They are the 2 people that died. They They died. They had some heart attack thing. I think they have an implant in them that when they give up their code, it trips their heart or something, and that's how they die. That's what I think has happened to those guys. You know, you give up your information, but maybe they didn't know that was the case. So that's my answer for question 1. Question 2. Why was the DARPA chief body decomposing after such a short space of time? I actually have written these down. Okay, so that happened when I was in the cell. I think it's because they've done maybe it wasn't even real. I don't know. I feel like everyone's not real in this game. Maybe he's got whatever was in his plant thing that was in his heart also released some kind of toxins in his body to make his body decompose quicker. Maybe. Or they sucked his blood dry, like Campbell said. Something like that. I don't know. That's not really the right answer to a question, is it? To just answer with, I don't know. Okay, well, that's my answer for that. Number 3. Who is Deep Throat? I believe he's a deflector, right? He, works at the base, but for some reason he's helping you. I don't know. Maybe he feels wronged by Liquid Snake or something and now wants to help you. Or maybe he's one of these supervillains that have now turned good. I don't think we've met him. I don't think. But I'm sure it will be revealed. Question 4. What is the connection between Solid and Liquid Snake? Okay, I think I know the answer to this one. I think the connection is that they're actually clones of each other because they look the same, apart from one of them has a British accent and has a tan, which is very weird considering he's got a British accent because you don't get tans here. It's not very sunny, I can confirm. Yeah, they're just clones. They were all factory made or something. They weren't loads of operatives, so they just made a bunch of them. So that's and then they just split them up, and I guess Liquid's gone bad. I don't know, maybe he's gone rogue. Question 5. Can love bloom on the battlefield? A very pertinent question that was asked as part of the actual game too. I'm going to say yes, it can. I've seen it time and time again. I've played a video game, my friend, and it happened with Jake and Sherry in Resident Evil 6. They held hands at the end. We can see it happening before our very eyes with Snake and Meryl and every other woman that Snake calls up who seems to enjoy talking to Snake. I think it's possible. Love will find a way anywhere. So that's my understanding of the story of Metal Gear Solid so far. Onwards and upwards. We're getting to the latter half of the game now. A couple of bosses left, so I'm going to carry on and finish this first playthrough and see if any of these answers were correct.
You're a great big helicopter, I can still bloody well see you. I can still fucking see you! Yeah, you might do. Oh no, there we go. He's just still trying to eat this one last time. Where's this one gonna go? Oh shit! Okay, I'm okay. I wanna be cremated. Oh no, it's right here. Well. Ah. Is that a boss? Sniper Wolf number 2? Oh, there we go, the rematch. Oh, and it's a goal! Bit naughty. We'll take it though. Oh, thank God. We always have to go in dirty water in these old games.
You picked up the bomb.
Oh. Why would someone leave that lying about? And I am about to poison you. Do one, mate. Yeah. God damn it.
Crush you into dust.
No! Like, he's got all the moves. I have nothing. I have 3 moves. A punch, a kick. I think I did it. Thank God. Snake! We're still going.
You can see why you're called Liquid, because you're very slippery. Okay, let's see what my score was. Codename Bat. So I did it on normal. It took almost 13 hours. Oh, I do have. So I saved 30 times, continued So does that mean I died 85 times? Wow. What is the code name? Oh, wait. Bush is the clone. Okay. And I got a bandana. Go me. Yes, we did it. Beat the game. Okay, so it's the next day after I've beaten the game, after some rage, and happy to have done my first playthrough. Definitely not what I was expecting, but I guess old game be old. And so it does suffer from a bit of like, you know, I don't even know if jank is the word. I wouldn't say it was janky, it's just old. So now I guess all that's left to do is the grind section to get to the end of this thing. So that is all the VR missions, which is going to take 6 to 8 hours, I believe. So that'll be my life. And then also downloading the Japanese version to do the speed run. And like, I keep calling it the speed run, but what you basically need to do is get the Fox level, which is you got to do it fast, not kill a certain amount of people or fire your gun, stuff like that. So those are 2 things left. They're going to be the grind. And then we shall return when hopefully I can get the plat. I'm a little concerned because I don't think I'm very good at this game. But you know what? God loves a trier, and try I shall. So let's hit the grind.
Oh, Christ. Oh, whoops. What an exit.
It's the 9th of May. I haven't recorded in a while. I've been doing the VR missions. I've been doing the speedrun, currently doing it now, but it's just, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I'm on the Vulcan Raven fight number 2. I'm like 30 minutes behind the guide. It's going to be a miracle if I could do this. I'm really worried I'm going to have to do it again. We shall see.
Good Lord, thank God. I did him. Thank you. Skip the cuts. I don't care about your sad sob story.
All right, this is it, everyone. I'm at the final section. I'm a bit worried about my time because I'm on like, well, I'm actually on 2 hours and like 35 minutes. And I've got to do the end of the game and the credits. Hopefully this is it. End of the playthrough. Let's go. Fuck. Wait, I need to do a finger on triangle, finger on square. Oh my lord. And then if I need to use my ration, this is when I use it. Oh my god, is this it? Oh my god, I can't believe it. I've never been so close to a trophy. Right, I don't know what to do now. I think we just skip everything and just hope for the best. I think you do watch the credits, don't you? Okay. Oh god, I think the credits might be done. I just went and grabbed some cereal and turned the light on. Oh, can we skip this? We can't? Fuck. Long time to take the cereal. Now my cereal's gonna go soggy. What a tragedy. Okay, this might be the moment. Okay. No! Well, fuck. I didn't make it. I have to do it all again. I don't even know why. Fuck.
1 hour later.
Okay, slight redemption coming up potentially. I think I killed more people at the end than I should, so I've just reloaded my old save, and as in the last save I did, and I'm just going to try one more time without killing the last few people. Fingers crossed. Come on, end it. End it. Finish. I can't take another bloody hit. Okay, thank God, thank God. Now I just wait for the credits and see if it's okay, so I'm just gonna skip all this. Oh yeah, I forgot that this takes ages. Oh, please. We have to talk to the president. I'm so nervous. I'm pretty sure I didn't kill 3 people at the end, which I killed the first time. It's the first time I cleared the whole room. And those 3 people will be the difference. That will mean that it should be at 24 or 25. Because it was the people that I killed that did me over. I'm so nervous. I really want this to be. Please be Vox. Yeah! Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, I can't believe I saved it! Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god. That was. I'm so happy. Oh my god, disaster averted. I can't believe that. I literally was just like devastated like an hour ago. And then as I was just sitting down, I went and like did stuff and like got ready for the day, and I was just thinking, I was like, maybe I'll just watch the end of the video one more time, because I obviously didn't watch it properly. And I realised I'd killed 3 extra people, actually no, 5 extra people right at the end, because now my new score was 22 people killed, and this one was 27, the old one was 27. I'm like, I'm just unhappy that I don't have to do it again. Because I was like, I had to kind of resign myself, like, fine, I'll just do it again. I can't believe I just had a brainwave right at the end there. Oh my god, this has been, oh, this has made my Monday. I'm just so happy. So now all I have to do is finish the VR modes. So I guess we'll be doing that live on a stream sometime very soon. And then my PS1 plat is mine. My god, the trials and tribulations getting a plan of everybody. It's a lot. All right, to the stream. This is so dumb.
Today's the day. It's time to get the platinum for Metal Gear. It's actually not as easy to crawl on the floor as you think. Although this floor is quite fun to crawl on because it's... Oh yeah. Let's finish the VR missions and get the plat.
Alright, let's see what this ninja has to offer. Friendly unnamed rival. Impressive work, Snake. Good work, Snake. Well, thank you. Find and destroy Snake. If you get the wrong person or get spotted, the training mission is aborted. So I get to kill Snake now? Well, I guess that's fun. So now you play as what's-his-face. So I have to find Snake. But is he dressed as a... Oh, there he is. Oh. Okay. You really got me. You really got me. Right. Oh, you're so dumb. Right, is it over? Alright, thank God for that. See, I don't feel good about that. Alright, it's over. Exit. There better not be something else to do. What's this now? Thank God! Practice perfect. Solidified. We did it. Oh my God. I'm so pleased that's over. Oh God. Screw you, Snake! Screw you! Oof. boy, am I glad that that is done. My God, this game made me suffer for the platinum. I don't even know where to begin with the review. It was, well, firstly, I'm proud that I did it. I stuck it through. I may not have always enjoyed the game, but I kind of did. Like, it's so hard to explain. Like, I enjoyed it from a historical standpoint, from, you know, seeing a piece of time that was made, like, you know, back in the day. Is that the right turn of phrase? Like, you know, when you just cut out and be like, okay, this is what everyone's playing. I get why people loved it. I think I probably might have been a tad too young to play it at the time I was playing the PS1. Like, as a 10-year-old, I don't think I would have got very far. Even as a 13-year-old, I'm like dumb as fuck now I couldn't play the game. I was like, what do I have to do? But the whole game is just, actually, maybe I could have played it. Snake's shit as a brick, or thick as a shit brick. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But he just calls people up and it seems to get the job done, so maybe that's all I had to do. But there's a lot of just, like, cool things. I think I just would have given up. But maybe I had more patience as a child. I don't know. I can't remember how I was back then. So, yeah, it's hard to review it because I don't think I enjoyed it. But it was interesting to go back and play. God, I know someone's going to be like, this is a disgraceful opinion, Lucy. But it's just really hard. You can't get past that old game is unfortunately old. And I would have really liked to have played the game with a Resident Evil like remake or whatever. Like, if I'd gone back and played Resident Evil 2 the way it originally came out, did it come out on PS1? I don't think I would have liked it as much as when I played Resident Evil 2, the remake, because obviously, you know, it brings it back up to modern standards and that makes it more accessible for me to play it as someone who's used to video games now. And then I probably wouldn't have got into the whole Resident Evil franchise if that hadn't happened. So it would have been nice just to like tighten it up a bit. But then I'm glad, I guess, I played the original, so I can say that that's what I did. I know there is twin snakes as well, but people were like, yeah, it's like a reimagining slightly, I guess. It's a remake with some reimagination. So overall, glad I played it. It's not really my type of game. Again, actually, I thought there would be way more stealth. Like, the stealth bit seems to happen at the very beginning when you get into the complex. But after that, it does very quickly just turn into a boss rush, where you're just going from room to room, fighting people, and just... yeah, there's barely any stealth apart from when you infiltrate them. I guess maybe that's just the game and I just had the wrong perception of it. But that was kind of interesting to see that this game was not what I was expecting it to be. I didn't realize you spend so long on the phone. I totally didn't realize there was this many like boss fights or this many characters. Like, I'd heard of certain people like Psycho Mantis before. I'd heard of... had I heard of Liquid Snake? No, I don't think I had. Maybe I had. No, I think I had heard of Liquid. But a lot of the other characters, I think I'd heard of Meryl just because I knew someone else who would talk about Meryl who liked the game. But other than that, I think that's it. None of the other characters rung a bell. I knew there was dogs in it, but I guess this isn't the dog that you get in the later games. Don't you get Dee Dee or something? I don't know. But yeah, it was definitely different to what I was expecting it to be, which was kind of interesting. And what I also liked about playing it was I could see how this game influenced so many other games that came after it and so many games that I love. So these were kind of the references I kind of felt when I was playing the game. Definitely got strong Resident Evil 4 vibes because main character being like, you know, quirky, a little arrogant, but also stupid. Like, we love Leon, but, you know, he is not the brightest all the time, but Snake is pretty dumb. I also, the codec, like calling people up. They do that on Resident Evil 4. You're calling up the bad guys and talking to them. Also got GTA vibes in a sense of the cutscenes. Like, you know, back in the PS1 days, I don't really think I played any games that had humanoid characters, and definitely not ones that were as well rendered as these. Like, Final Fantasy VII had some people, but they were still very blocky and didn't really have, like, there wasn't much facial expressions going on, so there was still something going on, you know, characters coming up. So it reminded me of those GTA cutscenes back in the day when you're like, ooh, come on, CJ, help me out here. And they were just doing that. I also felt like I got Batman Arkham Asylum vibes because I totally didn't realize that this complex that you're in had so many, like, villains that had, like, names and, you know, personality types and stuff, and you had to like fight them. Not only do you fight them once, a lot of them you fight twice, which I also thought was kind of weird. I was like, oh yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, that was cool. I think those were the main inspirations I felt. Unfortunately, the controls were very hard to get into. It took me quite a long time. Like, I definitely felt that I improved by the end of it, but the whole like switching between weapons at the side by going up and like down and sliding across didn't really feel very intuitive, but I get it. It's, you know, the game was made in 1996 or something. And also some of the way that it's very much, oh my God, this was the thing that totally threw me. It makes 100% sense. back in the day, you were probably playing this on your dual shock controller that didn't have an analog stick. So the game is very much attuned to you having to use the D-pad to make very specific like up, down, left, right moves. But in this, you can use the analog stick. That threw me so often because you can't really, like a lot of it is just like walk straight, now turn like a hard left to make sort of corners or angle stuff. And by using the analog stick, you're kind of like going off. So like when I use the Claymore, for instance, I suppose if you're using the D-pad, you're going to just like set it down like straight left. But if you're using the analog stick, you might go off and then characters aren't going to walk into it properly. Like I think someone described it well to me. They said that, Lucy, you're playing the game thinking like it's a modern game. You need to think simpler to like, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Like certain things were happening and I'm like, oh my God, what if this is happening? But no, they're just, I need to wait for them to finish doing something before they do something else, So that was kind of weird. And also for some reason I found it really difficult, the top down view to get used to and using the radar. It just felt like foreign to me. Like maybe I don't really play many top down games, so that was kind of weird. So yeah, it was definitely hard to play, and I think that kind of affects. That's definitely why it took me so long to beat the game. Like if you watch any of the streams, it takes me 2 hours to get to the second boss because it was just so bad. But I hope I did get better by the end of it. I think the VR missions, we'll talk about those in a bit, did help me learn mechanics of the game that the game didn't teach me, which was kind of weird. Like I didn't know you could hold and strangle people. I didn't know you could run and gun. Like all this stuff that the game doesn't really tell you. So that was kind of weird, but maybe I'm just used to games holding my hand more often than not. So that was the main part of the game. And then the VR missions, which I found out was a complete game on its own, that you're like, oh God, I have to do all of this. And that was long. Let me tell you, I did not enjoy that. But I guess that's my overall review of the game. So let's take a look at the trophies. So here we are on PSN profiles. Very happy to see that I've got the Platinum 100% S rank. Yeah! Yeah! Impressive Snake. I don't think anything I ever did in this game was impressive, apart from the fact that I stuck it out and did the Platinum. What was impressive was my sheer determination and stupidity and stubbornness. I think that's what got me through here. So, Metal Gear Solid, yes, 19 trophies in total. And I guess we should be good and hide the... That's in case... I mean, I'm probably just spoiled a bunch of stuff anyway. No, do you know what? This is spoilers abundant, kind of, I guess. They're only the names of the people, to be honest. I got the Platinum in 1 month, 3 days, and 16 hours, which I do believe totals to 35 hours of total gameplay. The trophies here, I do like this solidified as the Platinum. Very good. A lot of it is just defeating the bosses here, so you'll just get them periodically as you play the game. Difficulty, depends on what difficulty you play on, but there are no difficulty trophies apart from the last one here. Does require a little bit of planning to get the 2 items, which is the stealth camo and the bandana, but because you have to do 2 playthroughs anyway, just make sure that you looking up what you're going to do your first one, what you're going to do in your second one. I never actually end up using either of these items because I did 2 separate playthroughs. I did one in English and one in Japanese, and the 2 don't cross over, but it doesn't really matter because you'll still get the trophies anyway for that. The big box code name, we'll talk about that in a sec, and then the VR missions, and then exercise a ghost photo was like a weird sort of extra optional task where you just have to take a picture with the camera and you can exercise out the devs. Nothing too difficult there. So yeah, the main ones to look out for, which I think I want to talk about in this list, is let's start with the VR training missions, which is to complete all the VR training missions. Actually, before we do that, I just want to see what is the trophy that most people get last. I always love doing this. Go to rarity. It is the VR training missions and then the big boss. And I don't blame people for these 2 being the last one because they are the worst. So let's start with the VR training missions. This takes at least, it took me about 5 hours. Again, remember, I'm not very good at the game, so it might take you quicker. But I'm pretty sure that's how long it would take me. It's a full game of just little tiny, well, as you saw in the clip, it's just little tiny challenges. And they're not very interesting, in my opinion. And it does feel like this is the worst part of the game. This is the most grindiest part. It's actually the stealth ones that take the longest to do because you'll have to do all of the stealth ones like 4 times each because you have to do it in practice twice, once with the weapon and once without the weapon. And then you have to do it in the real one, which is timed twice, once with weapon, once without. But that is that's 25% of the VR missions, because that's when I was really feeling it. I was like, I can't take these stealth ones, they're also the longest ones, but once you get past those, the rest of them start to go a little bit more quicker because there's not as many in each section. So I would just do like an hour or so every day. I know I've seen a lot of people being like, oh my god, I can't take the grind. This is how I would recommend you do it. Like, don't sit there and do them all. It's insufferable. So yeah, just like pick a selection. Like today I'm going to do the SOCOM ones. Do those. And also don't do the practice and then not do the time one afterwards. Like make sure you do practice and timed so that you remember them. As you saw, the VR mission was pretty rough, but maybe if you're better at the game, it'll be okay. But I suppose it was kind of satisfying to see your percentage go up and up, but unnecessary in my opinion. I don't think this was really required. I don't think I gained anything from doing these VR missions other than a trophy. Pretty boring, and yeah, just extra padding for the game. But let's talk about the hardest trophy in the game, which is obtain Fox/Big Boss ranking. Now, the way to get around this was you play the Japanese version of the game, which actually allows you to play it on easy, so it's not going to be so hard, because if you do it in the English version, you have to play on hard, which obviously is going to make the trophy much harder. So I actually used Optanoob, sorry if I've said his name wrong, I'll flash him up on the screen. His video guide and walkthrough was just the way to go, to be honest. At first I was like, oh, I'll read a text guide and it'll be fine, but there's really no need to. You just watch this guy do the next bit and then you just copy what he does. And I was about 30 minutes behind him at the end, because you have to get, well, you saw the catastrophe that went down. You have to beat the game within 3 hours with less than three or less alerts and with less than 25 kills. So if you're playing on easy, you're obviously gonna, and you can only use one ration. So easy means that you don't have to heal. I never used to heal the entire game, because after every boss fight, there's certain parts of the game which will auto heal you. And this guy goes in tremendous detail about what to do at what section, when you should heal, when you shouldn't heal, when to save. It just made the whole thing like so much easier. And I wouldn't even say it was hard. In fact, I would actually say that playthrough was easier than the first one, because I knew what I was doing for a start. So I didn't have all the, oh my god, I don't know how to play the game. I knew what was coming up, so I could prepare. So yeah. I don't think I would have been able to do it on hard as easy. But playing it on the Japanese mode with the video made that actually kind of trivial, to be honest. All you had to do is just, follow what he did and be somewhat proficient. And if you did die, you just reset the game and then you just do it again. So that probably did take longer than 3 hours in total. That probably took like 6 because I did have to reload some of the sections quite a few times. But that was fine. And then, yeah, now I have the platinum and I feel happy about that. It's probably one of the games that I enjoyed the least getting a platinum for out of all of my list. But I'm glad that I did it and I persevered and I didn't give up. Because I really wanted to do it. I might have given up if I wasn't doing this video, to be honest. But I was like, no, I gotta complete it, I gotta do it. And again, it's not that hard. The difficulty is just, it depends how good you are. It's kind of skill based, but it's still not a difficult game, quote unquote. If you practice, you will. Practice makes perfect. You'll be okay. So I guess that's everything I think about of Metal Gear Solid and the review and the trophy list. Like, maybe a few more miscellaneous trophies would have been fun to throw in there, because I know that the game has a lot of like Easter eggs and stuff, but then it might have just prolonged gameplay time, which I probably would have liked. But yeah, simple list with just that bit of a grind at the end. So quickly to finish off, let's go through the plat stats for this game. Time, I think 35 hours. I'm just saying this off the top of my head. I may have a screenshot of my PS5 that tells me otherwise, but that's what I'm thinking is 35 hours total time across all playthroughs and VR missions. Difficulty, I'm going to give this a 3.5. Like I said, I don't think it's like 5 out of 5 difficulty. It's definitely not 4. Like, I've definitely done harder platinums, so I'm giving it a 0.5 because I found it that bit more difficult. I think it's a middling average difficulty. You could do it fine. You may struggle, but it's not hard. I think that's the best way of balancing that. Fun factor. Now this is going to be controversial, but I'm going to give it a 2 because, like I said, I didn't enjoy the game. But if you like the game already and you're going back to play it because it was a game that you played when you were a kid, or you like stealth games, you may have more fun than I did. But I can say that I just did not have quote unquote fun. There were fun moments, don't get me wrong, but when I look back at my experience, overall it was not fun. It was a 2 out of 5 stars fun for me. Grind, I'm going to put this to a 4 because of the VR missions are unnecessarily long. There is so much of them and you will start to lose the will to live doing them. You'll just be like, oh my god, they never end, there's so many. But once you start to get over the hump of like, oh my god, I'm 50% done, it will feel better. Having to do you don't have to. I did it in 2 playthroughs. You could do it in more than 2 playthroughs to reduce the grind, but there could be more grind if you do more playthroughs, depending on how good you are. So yeah, 4 for grind. And then finally, do I recommend? My recommending status is going to be depends, maybe. If you like the game and played it originally as a kid or have any interest in playing Metal Gear Solid, yes, I recommend you play it just so you can tick that box in your PS1 games, or you will have a good time going back and revisiting one of your favourite games, like I do when I play Crash Bandicoot or Vice City. But all of those games, old games have old controls, but when I go back and play Vice City, I know what I'm in for, so I can kind of adapt to it a lot quicker because I'm like, oh yeah, I remember how this goes now. But coming to it brand new, being this is so old, was pretty tough. But I would say if you aren't interested and you're looking for a game to platinum because you just want to platinum a game, don't do it. It's not worth it. It is kind of a long platinum. So I would not recommend, maybe just, if you're interested in the story, maybe just watch the story. Although I don't know what the story is, to be honest. And finally, because I know I'm going to get this in the comments, everyone's been asking me, everyone's been like, Lucy, now you play Metal Gear Solid 1, are you going to play any more Metal Gear Solids? When are you playing Metal Gear Solid 2? No! For now, no! I think I'm good. I don't think I want to play it. I don't think I have the patience for stealth. I feel like people are going to be like, but it's a great game, Lucy. It's so funny. It only gets wackier from here. Maybe in a year or two's time, I may come back. Also, I heard Metal Gear Solid 2 Platinum is awful and even more grindy. So I just don't know if I just don't think I want to. If I'm going to play any Metal Gear Solid game, I think I would play 5. But then I heard that's just fine. It's not really got the Metal Gear Solid, so maybe I'm just done. Or 3. People are saying 3 is pretty good, but 3 is a prequel. Maybe, I don't know. For now, I'm good. I did the thing, and I'm happy with that. So there you go. That is my PlayStation 1 Grand Slam trophy complete. Tick. That makes me happy to get that one off. I think I need to go and play a modern game now. I've done 2 old games. I think I need to play something happier, something a bit more joyful, something a bit more modern, and then I'll go back because I'm worried about PSP and PS Vita, let me tell you. Actually, not Vita so much. I'm worried about PSP. That's the last quote-unquote old game I need to play to do anything. But let me know in the comments below, what did you think of Metal Gear Solid past, present, or future? Maybe you're talking to me from the future. And are you also participating in the Platinum Grand Slam to celebrate 30 years of PlayStation? Let me know what's going on, and I shall see you all next time for the next Platinum Grand Slam. Keep it tuned to the channel till then, and have a good one.